What is up guys, welcome back to another video. Long overdue because I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time, but I finally found some time to make it happen. And personally, I don't know about you, but I personally love watching similar list type of videos that will give me some inspiration about some other gear that I might want to invest into, or some interesting accessories that, might be beneficial for my personal workflow. So hopefully you will enjoy this one as well. Let's begin right away with accessory number one. But before I do, all the links for all the things I'm talking about will be in the description. If you're interested in checking out some of these items, feel free to check out the description. Starting out first with accessory number one, which I cannot imagine my life without, which is a backpack. This particular backpack is a lifesaver. It's something that I carry with me every single day on my back, and it's extremely comfortable. This is the Shimoda design Urban Explorer 25 liter. A 25 liter backpack is great for everyday usage as it's not very bulky, it's not heavy, but it still has a lot of space for my everyday necessities, such as the other things you will see from this list. But it gives me enough room for all the things I need. And of course, if I'm going on a bigger shoot, then I'm taking another backpack because this one gets too full and too heavy. But for my regular usage, for the everyday stuff that I carry with me, this has plenty of room. It's extremely high quality. It's made with great materials. The zippers are great and are holding up nicely. It has a lot of different compartments, has a lot of different hidden areas, which I'm a little bit ashamed to say. I recently discovered that it has a rain cover. I didn't know it had a rain cover, but I really needed it, and I kind of summoned this rain cover and I found it. It was by chance, but I'm very happy that I did. The back is also very soft and very comfortable for your back for longer periods of time when you need to put this on your back. It is a Kickstarter project, so I'm not really sure if it's available to be purchased on Shimoda's website, but I hope it is. I've been using it for the past 6-7 months already, I think, and ever since it came out as a Kickstarter project, and I'm very, very, very happy with the quality. It held up extremely nice and extremely well from all the abuse that it has been put through. So big thumbs up for the Shimoda Urban Explorer 25 liters. Now the next thing is my laptop, which I'm never leaving the house without. My laptop is always with me. It's the 16-inch M1 Max MacBook Pro, and to be honest, I don't ever feel the need of upgrading this laptop. I've been thinking about getting the M3, but it's just pointless because it goes through everything I want to. 4K, 5K, even 8K footage sometimes gets thrown at this laptop, and it's just taking it with a breeze. It's really amazing what you can do with just a 16-inch MacBook. I'm running all of my business through this laptop, so of course it's a huge necessity for me, and it just works wonders for me, and I don't really feel the need to upgrade anytime soon. It has the 64 gigabytes RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, and like I said, it's the M1 Max processor. I also have a skin installed on this laptop from Dbrand since probably the first week of owning this laptop, because I wanted to protect it and keep it scratch free. I'm always putting it in the backpack, always taking it out. I'm always using it in different areas, different places, and I wanted to protect it. So I'm really happy with the quality of the Dbrand skin. Next we have headphones, both small pair and a big pair. I have the regular AirPods, not a Pro version, no fancy things. It's just the first ever AirPods, which is holding up amazing since I got them. And I also got them as a gift from my wife, so it has a little bit of sentimental value. I don't want to upgrade until these are still working. And I also have the bigger headphones, which I use for my studio work. These are the WH-1000X M3s. Again, not the latest pair of headphones that you can find on the market, but these have been super solid for me. They have amazing sound quality, very rich bass. They sound great for music, for editing, for sound effects, where you need to be very precise with the audio. So these work great, both wirelessly and wired. I use them wired when I edit, so I don't have any delays, any lag, and I keep them wireless for my everyday usage here in the studio. And when I'm out and about and I just want to listen to some music, I use my AirPods, and I also use them for calls. The next thing which I cannot live without is my camera. As a content creator, I definitely need to have my camera with me at all times, even if it's just for shooting some B-roll shots or a quick vlog or something that, you know, has to be created immediately. This is the camera that I would be using, the Sony ZV-E1 with the Sony 20mm f1.8 lens. I also have the Tamron 28 to 75mm lens, which I also use all the time. These are my go-to two lenses that I use all the time. I want to upgrade to a longer focal length at some point, maybe the 70 to 200 or something else, maybe the 135 by Sigma f1.8. I'm not really sure. I don't really need any of those. For what I do, these two lenses are working amazingly well, but the camera is the one thing that I cannot function without, because my channel relies heavily on good quality video and good quality audio, which of course I'm getting both from the ZV-E1. You might be wondering why the ZV-E1 precisely? Well, it has an amazing autofocus, so I'm never going to worry about focus ever again. It's lightweight and portable, so I can take it with me everywhere I go. It shoots amazingly well in low light situations, and of course it shoots in S-Log 3, which is just a pleasure to color grade. As you can see, I love my flat color profile footage and I love grading it afterwards. So the ZV-E1, it's just perfect for my needs. It never overheats on me, and I've never had any issues with it in the time that I've been using it so far. So the ZV-E1 is just perfect for me. Next, of course, is a drone. And when I say a drone, is not a particular drone, it's mostly the drone that I'm currently using to make a video about or to fly for fun. And I keep cycling through different drones. I have so many, so of course it's never exactly the same drone. Right now it's the Vata 2, which is the one that I'm flying the most, because I'm working on my long-term impressions and long-term review and opinion about the Vata 2, but next week it could be something else. Generally, when it comes to a camera drone, for example, the Mavic 3 Pro is still the drone that I find myself always gravitating towards, and I always want to use that drone simply because it's the most powerful and best working drone for my needs when it comes to camera drones. When it's about FPV, it really depends on the use case and what I'm planning to shoot, what I'm planning to achieve in terms of results. But when it comes to camera drones, the Mavic 3 Pro is the one that I would choose. However, stay tuned for my full long-term review of the Vata 2, because I have a lot of things to say about this drone, so this video will arrive maybe in a couple of weeks. The next item on my list is actually two different items from two different companies, and they are about connectivity and being able to connect to pretty much any device I want easily. First, let's start with the Freewell Pro Reader, which is a pretty large device, very unusual looking, but it's large for a reason. So when you press on these two little things here, you can extract it out of its case, and here you can access all the different SD cards, which you can keep here and kind of carry with you no matter where you go. These cards are just being stored here, they are not actually inside the ports. The ports themselves are on the sides, you can see them here. You have so many different ports for TF, for SD cards, so for CF Express cards, and on the other side you have even more slots for different types of cards and even for nano SIM cards, and you have even a SIM ejector tool. What I like about this thing is the fact that it has with a built-in cable, so you just need to remove it from this little holder, and now you can connect this to your laptop and access all the cards you want. So this is kind of like a card storage / card reader device, so you can easily not only carry your cards but also access all of them easily with the built-in cable. And it's just a very solid device that is also very rugged. You can throw it in the backpack and just forget about it and have all of your data with you. At the same time, you can also use a device like this, which is the Dockcase Studio. And this device is a pretty cool one because it has a screen on it, but it has all sorts of different ports. You have a full-size HDMI port, you have an SD card slot, both a big SD card and a small SD card slot. You have some CF Express slots here. You have a USB-A and a USB-C slot, and you have the cable, of course, to connect that to your laptop or your computer. You can, of course, connect that to any other device you want, but the best thing about this is the fact that you have a built-in display, so you can easily see what devices are currently connected to this dock case and what power they're using from it. So this is pretty much a lifesaver for me when I want to connect pretty much any accessory to my laptop, because it has HDMI, it has all sorts of different ports which I can easily access and attach accessories to my laptop. So these two things are always in my backpack, so I can use them wherever I go. I can access all of my data and I can add different accessories and connect them to my laptop. And while we're still on the topic of data and connectivity, I don't go anywhere without my SSDs. I have a lot of these, but I mostly use the SanDisk Extreme Pro SSDs. I have a couple of terabytes here with different footage that I've been gathering through the years. Of course, I always need to get back to some old footage. I need to access some old archives so I can use in my videos. And of course, I also want to have access to older footage for personal reasons, so I can get back to it and reminisce on the past time and how much things have changed. But I mostly go back to find some old footage when I need to use it in my videos. And of course, this is where I keep most of my footage that I shoot on a regular basis before I back it up to my hard drive. The next device is right here. This is the OmniCharge PowerBank, which I'm super happy to have with me because, let's be honest, it takes no space whatsoever. I just carry it with me in my car, so wherever I go, I know I have this large power bank to charge my devices from. It has an AC and DC ports here on the side, and on the other side you have two USB-A's and two USB-C's, so you're covered when it comes to charging a lot of devices at the same time. And with this small form factor, it's easy to carry with you everywhere you go, so at least I'm not worried about having no battery with me whatsoever. I recently reviewed the DJI Power 1000, which of course is a lot bigger and also does a similar job like this, but of course it's mostly for giving power to a lot larger devices and keeping you charged for longer periods of time. When it comes to daily usage though, this cannot be beaten because it's super lightweight and small, compact. So of course this is the one thing that I carry with me no matter where I go. Next on the list, number 9, is this multi-tool / knife by Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Wave. And this thing is extremely valuable for me and I never leave without it because it's actually a gift from my dad. I was on the market for just a multi-tool or a knife, and I mentioned that to him, and since he was using this on a regular basis, he just decided to give it to me as a gift, and that makes it so much more special. Maybe you don't know, but I'm extremely attached to some items when they are connected to a person that I love. I'm very sentimental when it comes to this, so of course I will use this until I cannot use it anymore, until it works. But this multi-tool has so many different tools inside. You have pliers, knives, even a scissor inside, and all sorts of different bits that you can use on a regular basis when you're out and about. This is not only the one thing I use for opening packages, but it's also something extremely helpful to have when you're outside and you might end up in a situation where you need a screwdriver and you don't have anything with you. This has a screwdriver. Like I said, it has a pliers, it has so many different little things, even a little saw inside, so you can cut things. And you know, it's just a thing that is very dear for me and can get me out of trouble very easily. So this is one thing that probably one of my favorite things from this list. I'm not sure why I put it at number 9. It should be at number 1. Finally, I have to admit this is not a tech product, but it's kind of like a staple for my channel and something that I've been using for a very long time. And these are my sunglasses, the Ray-Ban Clubmaster, the ones that I always have on me because I have bright eyes, so sunlight is really harsh for my eyes and I just don't see well without these sunglasses. Even when it's a small amount of sunlight, I have to have sunglasses. It's not just for show, I just have to use them. I have the same pair but with blue lenses as well, which are even more important to have for the super bright and sunny days which we have here in Bulgaria during the summer. So I keep rotating and cycling between these two pairs. I have some other sunglasses, but these are my favorite ones. And like I said again, these are kind of like a staple for my channel because I always have them when I shoot my videos outside. When it comes to filming with drones and filming something for my channel outside, I need to have my sunglasses on. So these are the ones I use and I just love them. Guys, real quick before I end the video, I want to show you a product which I've been using throughout this video, which you might find interesting. This is the Digital Photo 360 spin-in rig, which I've been using for the past couple of months. The video is not sponsored by Digital Photo. They're not paying me for anything. They are not seeing this video before anyone else. They just sent me this product to use and I've been using it for the past couple of months without saying anything about it. So now I just want to mention it because I've been really happy with how this thing works and how it can actually improve some of your B-roll shots, make them a little bit more interesting. So the way this thing works is you attach your camera here, you have counterweight here on the back, and you have your product showcase plate here. For example, I'm just putting this. You have this background which you can attach or detach if you want to, and then all you need to do after you put your camera here is to spin it. And the rig is spinning, showcasing your product from all sides without you ever doing anything. So you just need to spin it and set your camera to shoot, and that's it. And the results are pretty smooth. You have a lot of flexibility on how you can set this thing. You can move it a lot of different ways and achieve different results, but for me this spinning is just a very interesting way to showcase the product from all sides. And if you remove this background, for example, you can have a parallax effect, which is also super cool. So check it out. I will also link that in the description below all the other products if you want to check it out. Maybe if you're a content creator, this can do wonders for you as well. Who knows? I'm just sharing that I had really good experience with this and I want to showcase that on video. So these are my top 10 things that I cannot live without. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really had a lot of fun putting this list together and sharing it with you. Once again, I need to remind you, if you have any interest towards any of the items that I mentioned in this video, they will be linked down in the description, so make sure you check it out. But this is everything I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.